What up, V-Kids, and welcome back to another week's episode of The V-Kids Show, starring me, Mr. T-Mac.
And me, Mr. Nate.
And this week we learned about Samson.
You know, Samson was the world's strongest man.
Oh, more like the second world's strongest man.
Dude, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, but hey, dude, I got this great idea. So Samson had long hair. You know, it gave him all the strength. I was thinking maybe you and I throw on some wigs, lift some weights.
Yeah, I don't know about in today's age. I don't know if a couple dudes should be wearing wigs.
Maybe you're right, but maybe just one dude? Come on. Just as one time?
No.
Come on. Just as one time, please. No.
All right. One time.
Yes! Oh, that was awesome. That was
it was something. Anyway, speaking of strongman, you used to work out quite a bit, didn't you?
Yeah, back when I was younger and had 2 functioning shoulders.
Actually, I got a competition for you.
Ooh.
A wager, we can say.
Ooh, a strongman competition, as you call it.
I would call it the we can call it the strongman competition.
Okay.
And we will compete, and if I win, we get rid of the wig, and if you win,
we get to keep the wig.
Sure, you get to keep the wig.
All right, deal?
Deal.
You might actually be the strongest man I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah. I mean, there was never really any doubt, and you know what that means.
No.
Yep. And instead of throwing this thing away, I actually have something else in mind. But you guys stay tuned. Right now, we're going to get to the memory verse.
All right. So this month's memory verse is found in Proverbs 3, verse 5, and it goes like this: Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. Okay, how do you want to do this?
All right, we're going to do it like you were cooking rice at home. You have to run to the grocery store and grab some more rice because you didn't have enough. And then now the rice is burning. So you got to like hurry up and get back home. So you're like rambunctious. All right, let's go.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Okay, I got it.
What do you got?
We're going to do it, but you're going to be my hands.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Okay, last time normally. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Proverbs 3, verse 5. Okay, so this week we learned about a man named Samson.
And Samson was the strongest man that ever lived. And God used Samson's long hair to give him super strength.
And he was also one of the last judges of Israel. And not a judge like in a courthouse, but one that made people follow God's rules and keep them in line.
So a couple things that Samson did with his super strength. He fought off a lion with his bare hands. He tore down the city gates. He crushed 1,000 Philistines with a jawbone of a donkey.
And then came a woman named Delilah who kind of had the hots for Samson.
But here's the bad news. Delilah was a Philistine spy.
And so one night Delilah's hanging out with Samson. She goes, how could we ever take away your strength? Or how could you ever be captured? And he's giving her all these ideas. But in the end, she'll be like, oh, the Philistines are right there. And he'd break out of whatever chains that he was wrapped up in. And she's like, hey, how could you lie to me? I thought you said that this would work.
So Samson finally breaks and he gives in to Delilah. And he tells her, my strength is in the hair. So Delilah cuts his hair off. And eventually he becomes left weak and eventually captured.
And remember this, not only do we get strength from our outward appearance, but through the Holy Spirit, who gives us strength when we are weak, hope when we are doubting, and courage when we are afraid. That's what we have for you on this week's episode of the V-Kids Show. Be sure to tell your friends, and hey, we'll see you next week.